Frontline Updates, where we delve deep into military strategies and updates from conflict zones. Today, we're discussing the progress of the ongoing special military operation as of February 10, 2025. I'm your host, Sharifa Muhammad, MGT.
I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer. Effective air defense. Russian air defense systems successfully downed 3 U.S.-made HIMARS rockets, a French-made hammered guided aerial bomb, a Uragan rocket system, and 51 aircraft-type unmanned aerial vehicles, showcasing strong defensive capabilities.
Welcome to Frontline Updates, your trusted source for the latest developments on security and defense operations involving military forces. I'm your host, and today we have an exclusive interview with Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, who will provide insights into the progress of the special military operation as of February 10, 2025. Colonel Oguntoye, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Colonel, could you start by giving us an overview of the current state of the special military operation?
The operation remains active and continues to progress across multiple fronts. Our forces are executing strategic maneuvers to weaken the enemy's positions, neutralize their capabilities, and secure key settlements. Over the past 24 hours, significant engagements have taken place, leading to heavy losses on the Ukrainian side. We have successfully disrupted enemy operations through both ground offensives and aerial strikes.
Can you walk us through the key developments in the Kharkiv direction?
In the Kharkiv region, our North Group of forces carried out targeted strikes on Ukrainian territorial defense and National Guard brigades in the settlements of Zhovniv and Sinelnikovo. These actions resulted in Ukrainian losses, including up to 25 servicemen, an artillery piece, and an electronic warfare station. The objective in this sector has been to diminish the enemy's defensive infrastructure and limit their operational range, which we have successfully achieved.
What progress has been made in the Western sector?
The West Group of forces has made further tactical advancements. Ukrainian forces, including mechanized, airborne, and mountain assault brigades, suffered considerable setbacks in areas such as Zelenigai, Petropavlovka, Novoplatinovka, and Bogoslavka in the Kharkiv region, as well as Yampol, Serebryanka, and Zvanovka in the Donetsk People's Republic. Ukrainian personnel losses were approximately 190, along with the destruction of 2 tanks, 2 armored combat vehicles, 3 field artillery guns, and 2 ammunition depots. Additionally, an Anklavin electronic warfare station was neutralized, further disrupting their communication and coordination.
The Southern Group of Forces has been quite active in recent briefings. What updates can you share from their operations?
The Southern Group of Forces has consolidated more advantageous positions and successfully engaged Ukrainian mechanized brigades in Minkovka, Seversk, Chasov Yar, and Pretikino in the Donetsk People's Republic. Ukrainian losses in this sector amounted to 160 servicemen, along with 3 combat armored vehicles, 2 of which were U.S.-made M113 armored personnel carriers. Our forces have steadily reinforced control over these areas while further dismantling Ukrainian military capabilities.
It sounds like the Center Group of Forces has also been making significant advances. What has been the impact in that region?
The Center Group of Forces has made deep penetrations into Ukrainian defenses, targeting formations of mechanized, motorized infantry, and ranger brigades, as well as territorial defense and National Guard units. These actions have taken place in several settlements, including Nadezhdinka, Kedlino, Moravka, Uspanovka, and Petrovka in the Donetsk People's Republic. As a result, Ukrainian forces in this region have suffered up to 525 personnel losses, as well as the destruction of 3 combat armored vehicles, 5 artillery pieces, and 6 transport vehicles. Notably, our forces successfully eliminated a U.S.-made and /TPQ-36 counterbattery radar station, further degrading their artillery coordination.
The Eastern Front has also been a key area of conflict. What is the latest from the East Group of Forces?
The East Group of Forces has been securing frontline improvements and engaging Ukrainian mechanized and tank brigades in the Donetsk People's Republic and the Zaporizhia region. We have inflicted significant damage in settlements such as Vermivka, Novosayolka, and Berlitskoy. The Ukrainian side has suffered over 125 casualties, in addition to losing an M113 armored personnel carrier, 3 vehicles, and 3 field artillery pieces.
And what about the situation in the Zaporizhia and Kherson regions?
In these regions, the Dnieper Group of Forces engaged Ukrainian mechanized and coastal defense brigades in settlements such as Novoandrievka, Kamenskoye, and Berislav. Enemy losses amounted to approximately 80 servicemen, along with 2 artillery pieces, 3 vehicles, and a radar station. Additionally, our forces successfully destroyed 3 ammunition depots, further limiting their logistical capabilities.
Air operations have played a significant role in recent engagements. How have they contributed to the success of the operation in the last 24 hours?
Air operations remain a crucial element of our overall strategy. Our operational tactical aviation, UAVs, missile forces, and artillery units have targeted infrastructure critical to the Ukrainian military effort. In the past day alone, we have struck 142 key enemy positions, including military airfields and concentrations of manpower and equipment. These strikes have significantly disrupted enemy logistics and weakened their defensive posture. Our air defense systems continue to operate effectively. Over the past 24 hours, they successfully intercepted 3 U.S.-made HIMARS multiple launch rockets, a French-made Hammer guided aerial bomb, a Uragan multiple launch rocket system, and 51 aircraft-type unmanned aerial vehicles. These efforts have prevented the enemy from gaining any aerial superiority and have neutralized multiple threats before they could impact our operations.
Turning now to the Kursk region, what can you tell us about the ongoing operations there?
The North Group of Forces has continued to inflict heavy losses on Ukrainian formations attempting to advance in the Kursk region. During recent operations, Ukrainian forces, including 2 tank brigades, 5 mechanized brigades, and 3 airborne assault brigades, were engaged and significantly weakened in settlements such as Gogolevka, Kalmykov, and Sudza. Strikes by Army aviation and artillery fire also targeted enemy manpower and equipment in multiple locations across the Sumy region, including Sumy itself.
What kind of losses has Ukraine sustained in this region over the past 24 hours?
Ukrainian forces have lost over 380 servicemen, along with 2 tanks, an infantry fighting vehicle, 3 armored personnel carriers, and 7 armored combat vehicles. In addition, 7 UAV control points and 3 ammunition depots were destroyed. Notably, 5 Ukrainian servicemen surrendered during engagements, highlighting the growing pressure on their forces.
Colonel, thank you for providing such a detailed briefing on the current military situation. Your insights are invaluable to our understanding of the conflict's dynamics. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Join us next time as we continue to provide up-to-date coverage on global military affairs. Stay with us for more updates and expert analyses on global defense and security issues. Stay informed, stay secure.
Thank you for the opportunity to provide this briefing. Today, Sudan's army is engaged in intense fighting to recapture the capital, Khartoum, with reports of shrapnel and stray ammunition impacting residential neighborhoods. Concerns are growing over a new outbreak of the Ebola virus in Uganda, compounded by vaccine hesitancy due to perceived adverse effects. In Mali, an ambush on a convoy has resulted in over 50 casualties. The battle plan appears to involve eliminating anyone encounter. Meanwhile, reports indicate that Rwandan troops are suffering heavy losses in the Democratic Republic of the Congo while securing transport routes for large-scale exports.